people think like this magic wand is just gonna come on December 31st and be like, book up, I'm a fitness instructor. Hey y'all, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. Today's video I'm super excited about because I'm trying to get y'all ready for this new year, get y'all on a good foot to start to these new goals. So I'm not going to do a whole long intro because I know y'all don't like that. We're just going to get into it. The purpose of this video is planning now for your best year ever. All right, I'm going to say it one more time. Planning now, today, for your best year ever. Yes, it's November. Yes, we early, but guess what? We need to start now because we need to have a plan. We need to have everything in place so that way January 1st, we just get into it. Number one, don't start on January 1st. We all got these New Year's resolutions. Everybody always thinks that January 1st, a magic wand is going to be like, book up, you're no longer an alcoholic. Or book up, you no longer smoke. It don't work like that. Like, there's no magic wand that's going to come January 1st. If you was drinking and super lit on December 31st, January 1st, you're 9 times out of 10 going to be lit. If you just had a 10-piece nugget from Wendy's December 31st, January 1st, 9 times out of 10, you're going to do it because you don't start and do stuff cold turkey. I don't know why and where it came from. Yes, it's okay to have New Year's resolutions. I'm not saying that, but I don't know why that we think January 1st, our life is going to magically change. We got to ease into it. We got to take baby steps, you know? So this is how we're going to take baby steps. Starting today, at the time of you watching this video, I hope you're watching it sooner than later and it's not December 30th. But even if you are, it's okay because we still going to have to ease into it regardless. Start a plan for what you want to accomplish next year and write them down. Don't do something generic like, oh, I want to work out more or I want to go to the gym. Like, no, be as specific as possible. I'm talking down to the nitty gritty. When you write this down, you want to do at least 3 steps of how you're actually going to make it happen. So, example, I want to start getting fit. What does that look like? What time am I going to go to the gym? You're going to write this down. What time am I going to go to the gym? How long am I going to work out? What am I going to do in the gym? How am I going to eat? Am I going to be doing low carb? Am I going to count calories? Am I going to do keto? All of this is literally breaking down your plan. Not saying I'm going to get fit. That's a very blanket, and whenever you don't have a plan in place, you're going to be out here lost in the world, lost in the sauce, not figuring it out. Another example, I want to find love in 2024. This is an example for y'all, not me. How are you going to find love? Are you going to go out more? Are you going to try dating sites? Are you going to go to church? What do you see yourself? How are you going to prepare yourself for dating? And this is another one because baby, I am there with y'all and I know y'all gonna feel me, but I want to make more money in 2024. So how are we gonna do that? What are you going to do to make more money? Are you going to look for a new job? Are you going to apply for a new job? Are you going to find some side hustles? Are you going to go the content creation route? What exactly are you going to do to make more money? And it's okay if you don't really know, but write down some ideas because once you write them down, the juices will start flowing and stuff is going to start coming naturally. The purpose is you need to be very, very specific with step by step of how it's going to work because these blanket statements, it just ain't it. Next thing I want to talk about is reflection. Reflecting on the past year, good and bad, is going to be essential as well. The reason why is because you need to see what you did right, what you did wrong, and how you can change it for the future. So let's get into reflection. Number 1 with reflection. What did you not do this year that you said at the beginning of the year that you were going to do? The reason why that's important is because why set another goal if you didn't even reach the one that you was originally working on, unless you just did the work and you know doesn't want to work out. But you need to reflect and see what happened, what went wrong this year with your New Year's resolution that you set last year to figure out how you could do it next year. That was a lot of years. I'm sorry if that's confusing. basically reflect on this past year to help you with doing it next year if that's something you still want to do. And that means to self-reflect. And it's so easy to blame everything else, the universe, God, any and everything else. It's so easy to blame those people or those things versus really self-reflect. So let's say you wanted to lose weight this year, but you couldn't give up McDonald's. That is your fault. And it's okay. I ain't judging because I didn't accomplish everything that I wanted to do this year either, but I'm just saying, we all self-reflecting. Everything I'm telling y'all, I'm telling myself too. I got me a little goal setting journal that I'm working on, but I'm starting now. It is November. I'm starting now so I can go ahead and jump into January. I'm already ready. I've already taken those steps. You need to self-reflect and really see what you could have done to better your circumstances. Not what everybody else did. What did you do? For example, you wanted to make more money, but you didn't look for a new job. You didn't try to find a new job because you're content. Or let's say you wanted to be more social and get out more, but every time you got invited somewhere, you turned it down. That's something that you did that you could control that you didn't do. So this is why you need to self-reflect. Now, there are always outside forces. There's always obstacles, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about what did you do. Reflect on what you did to not get you to where you are. You can look at outside sources, but that's the thing. You start to make excuses. There's always going to be obstacles. Always. No matter what. There's always going to be obstacles. But it's how you get over those obstacles. That's what's important, and that's what the self-reflection part is mattering. Now, once you are done self-reflecting, now we can go and talk about the obstacles that you kind of can't control. Like, let's say you're a single mom, your kid has a million activities, you're the only one doing it. How can you work around that to get where you need to be? There's options, and that's why we're starting now in November, so you can figure out those options. All of this does not happen overnight. This is why I'm saying start now instead of January 1st, because proper planning is essential for all of this to work. Now that we've done self-reflecting on the bad things, you got to get the negative out first. Now let's reflect on the positive things. So let's say you wanted to start working out. You wanted to lose weight this year. You didn't lose weight, but guess what? You still worked out, or you still dieted well. You just didn't work out. So you know you did those things well. So celebrate yourself for that. We're gonna clap it up for that, because period. Making a change is not something that happens overnight. It takes time. It takes dedication. But if you said you want to start working out this year and you did start working out, but let's say you didn't lose weight, that's okay. Celebrate yourself, number one. And then number two, get a plan in action to see how you're going to actually lose weight. So let's say you have no problem working out. You have no problem getting to the gym, but your diet is trash. So you got to go back in, revisit, and figure out how you're going to change that diet. But first, celebrate yourself. Let's say you wanted to stop drinking and you didn't, but you started drinking less. That's something to celebrate. So don't beat yourself up because you didn't do everything exactly, because you made a step. And then 2024 is the bigger step. Reflect on what went well for you and continue to do that, and continue to see how you can be even better next year. Let's see how you can level it up. So, you can keep it pushing and you can keep doing big things out here. And last thing I have for y'all, cleanse your space. Y'all, clean up your space, your home, everything. Clean out your car. People do not realize when you're holding on to things, you're holding on to energy. Now, I'm not saying throw out everything, every pot, every pan, just everything. No. But if you ain't used something in like 3-4 months, why do you still have it? Quit holding on to it. Ain't no reason for it. And I struggle with this because I always feel like as soon as I throw something away, I'm going to need it. But you don't. It's just in there, wherever it's at, collecting dust. You need to cleanse your space. Also, with cleansing your space, energy is held into things. So if there's something negative or something in your house that reminds you of a negative moment, get rid of it. There's no reason why you need to hold on to something that is a negative experience, negative energy. Like, get it up out of there right now. Go ahead and toss it. Pause the video if you thought about something and you need to get rid of it. Like, go. It needs to go right now. Seriously, you got to cleanse your space. And then whenever you have a clean space, matter of fact, this should have been number one. Before you do any of that, you need to cleanse your house, because whenever your space is clean, you can think better, you can process better, you're not overstimulated by stuff, and that happens. And the reason why I say that is if you ever walked into a place and there's just stuff everywhere and you're like, oh my God, that's overstimulated by stuff, and you don't think about it in your house because it's your house, it's your place. But your house can be very overstimulated. It can knock you off focus. Like, start cleansing your space now. After this video, clean something up. Get rid of something. Literally, the more my house is clean, I feel more at peace. Everything has a place. And if you are a person that struggles with keeping your house clean, get some organization. There are 1,000 YouTube videos about how to organize things, organize everything, how to organize so many things. Get organized, get clean, get rid of stuff, because all of that stuff is holding energy, chaotic energy, negative energy, and you cannot thrive in negativity and chaos. You just can't. If you can, let me know how, because your girl can't, and most of us can't. So if you got a special skill set, let me know. For the majority of us, cleanse your space. Get rid of it. Get rid of all that stuff. Start fresh, start new. And another thing is, you want certain things and you haven't gotten them yet, mainly because you don't have space. Like, where is it gonna go? Like, have you seen something you be like, dang, that's a good price, I really want that. Where am I gonna put it? That's how it is in life too. You need to cleanse out, prepare yourself for increase and more. And y'all know I always end up with a good cliche quote, but you gotta be out with the old, in with the new. It's about to be a new year. So get that old stuff up out of there. And you also just don't want to go into the new year with a messy home anyway. You need to be fresh, renewed. You just need a clean space. If you ever cleaned up real good and then you like that candle at the end and that feeling of peace, you can have that feeling of peace all the time if you just get organized, get a system, everything has a place, and then you just keep it up. And it is hard with kids because kids be acting like they just got maids out here. But even with kids, get your kids ready and get them ready for the new year. Like, y'all gonna be cleaning up more. Y'all ain't gonna keep my house dirty. So I know it's hard with kids. I get it. I feel you. I see you. I hear you. But still, you gotta start getting rid of stuff. Get rid of their old toys, all of that. Whatever you have to do to help you not be stimulated, overly stimulated, do that. I know this video was short. It was short for a reason, because I want you to go back, rewatch, listen to this as many times as you need to. Get you some pen, get you some paper, and write out these things. And as you come up with things, write them down, work on that. Don't start on January 1st. Start right now. At the time of you watching this video, go ahead and start right now. Go ahead and get you a plan in place to work on these with very specific instructions, step by step, exactly how you're going to want to do it. Reflect on this past year. You need to reflect on what you didn't do and also what you did do, plus and minuses. And lastly, cleanse your space. That'll help you start your January 1st on a good note. You're already prepared. You're not going into anything cold turkey. You're in the right headspace. You've already been doing these things or working towards these things. That's all I got for y'all today. Like I said, I know it was short, but if you have any questions, comments, concerns, want me to go more in depth on anything I talked about, reach out to me. Let me know. I want to see you win. I want to see everybody win. I want everybody to have a great year. And other than that, I'm going to see y'all in the next video.